The overall issue has been that the Arctic has had a lot of attention lately, and many enterprises may want to enter the Arctic for different types of activity. And we saw a need to identify potential risks in the Arctic regarding different types of activity, either it's Arctic shipping or oil and gas exploration. So the map is made up of multiple layers of data, different environmental physical factors put into what we call a GIS system, Geographic Information System. And these are high-resolution meta-ocean and ice data, typically climatic data obtained from oceanographic and climatic models that we use. And this is the essence of the Arctic risk map, that we've combined all these data together and built a model to be able to cross-examine and analyze different conditions in different areas with respect to specific types of activity. I should clarify a little bit on that, because as the Arctic is very large and we're not able to do a complete account on the different types of risks that may arise. I mean, there can be accidents in shipping, hitting ice or icebergs. Oil rigs can be hit by ice, and fierce storms can be very challenging to cope with, that they must close down all operations and sort of get out of there quickly. So we've looked at different types of scenarios when designing the map, and it's based on really extensive interviews with customers also. What types of scenarios and activities are they looking at potential threats in the Arctic? But I should also say that the core essence of the map is that we've tried to identify the risk drivers, not necessarily the risks, the contributors to the risk picture, and how those can be mitigated and coped with in the best possible manner. A use case that's very apparent and pertinent now. I mean, how to meet best the threats of environmentally threatened species, such as the Western Atlantic harbor seal or the bowhead whales in different areas. And because we want to protect these species or ensure that operations can go along with protecting the environment. The map can be used to identify environmental vulnerability in specific areas. It's a tool and an index that we've developed called the Environmental Vulnerability Index, which I spoke about in my talk, which is based on a number of different factors: species, individual vulnerability, their diversity in different regions, red list status, and the PSSI criteria from the IMO Polar Code. So all these criteria are applied when determining the vulnerability index, which is a trans-Arctic index. And so public and industry can use the map to try to identify different regions or areas they should perhaps avoid at certain times of year, or at least ensure they have a proper risk measures in place when drilling there. We would like to improve the map foremost by establishing a higher species distribution data, obtaining better data throughout the Arctic region, and also looking at the baseline biology in many Arctic areas, particularly in the winter. And so that's the foremost important part, to improve the environmental data in the map.